The second-hand price bubble is bursting. And let me tell you why. I couldn't be more excited. Oh wow, I don't think I've seen this in an extremely long time. This is just ridiculous. One bid, speed zone driver, 9 degree. I'm done, I'm done. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon down here at Sanford Springs Golf Club, and the second-hand price golf club bubble is somewhat bursting, and this is great news, and also a few different avenues that you need to now start looking at, which is the complete opposite of what I've been saying over the past year or so when prices were so high, because there just isn't as much demand, which means that we're seeing golf clubs go for a lot cheaper. Now, I'm not saying they've crashed overnight. By all means, clubs are still steadily going for a reasonable amount of money, but there's different places to now be looking and different places to be selling as well. So you don't get caught out with not getting as much for your golf clubs as you should, or paying over the odds for the clubs of upgrading your bag. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Now, I bought this lovely R1 driver about 2 or 3 months ago for £60, including postage, which I was really happy with. I thought at the time, that's exceptional. These things were going for £110, £120, and I thought it was a nice little eBay purchase. I haven't made many eBay purchases in a long time. There's a reason it went for 60 quid though, because I didn't read the description. But even still, £60 for the head. I was thinking, oh, you know what, I'll just reshaft it at some point, and obviously time's gone and now I've still been left with this. And it's coming to winter, obviously I've got a bit more time on my hands, not necessarily as much coaching. And you go, right, I need to go and reshaft this. What should I put in it? How much is it going for? And I started looking at active auctions of what this was going for. A complete one with a shaft going with it, going for a lot less. £70, £80, and as I said at the start of this video, yes, this still will go for 120, maybe even 150 in great condition at like a buy it now price. Someone's wanted this R1 driver in, let's say, 9.5 degree loft, regular flex shaft, great head cover, great condition. Someone will pay £150. But what's changed over the last month or so that I'm seeing quite considerably is that auctions aren't going over the odds like any club. We're seeing golf clubs 2-3 months ago just listed as golf driver in awful condition, and there'll be 52 bids on it, and the club will go for £90 to £100. That, my friends, is definitely not happening anymore, and that is great news for all of us. At number one, let's talk about you guys that want to upgrade your bag, build your bag. A lot of you guys have been messaging me, Simon, when's the best time to build my bag, upgrade it? I've got a bit of money, I want to start getting new irons and woods and everything else. And I said, just hold off and wait to the winter time. Seasonally, demand is always going to go down. But as I said, halfway through the year, a lot of people needed to build their bags. We had a ton of new golfers, they needed golf clubs just purely play with. Therefore, anything would do. And that's probably not the case now, because they probably used it, got better at the game, and now want to upgrade. Which means all the stuff around the £30 mark for a driver or £50 mark for the irons, which would have been the case last 2 years or so, went up to £150. They're all going back down to 50 because people want to upgrade. They want to get rid of those and they want to jump up to the next level, and that bracket, that demand has gone down. So let's have a look at some live auctions. Let's see it's what recently has sold right now, because I can guarantee you, I've watched this over the last 2-3 days, you just all of a sudden, especially on auction, not buy it now, but on auction, you see something go for 1 bid, 2 bids, for half of what it was going for 2 months ago. Okay, so these are all just recently finished. Now, as you can see, buy it now for price, for example, that XR4 hybrid, $69.95. At buy it now price, that is way overvalued, especially for the condition that is going to be in. If that was an auction, what I'm saying is it's going to go for £30, £35. Let me give you a few examples. This speed zone, £88, including postage, £95 for a 5-wood in good condition. That is heavily undervalued. It would have been 2 months ago. Bids, I wouldn't even touch them. I've been telling you all year, there's not even a point of looking at auctions. I've looked at auctions throughout the year, and even with a day left, they're going for way more money than I'd ever dreamed to pay for. And if you ever on eBay auction, you know in the last 5 minutes, the price doubles, triples, or that's where most of the action is. Now, all of a sudden, I'm seeing stuff go for what the bidding or starting bid would have been with no action towards the end. Especially some of the stuff that I've sold recently, I've been very surprised for what it's going for, and that's what's caught my attention and why I think it's great news for you guys that are building the bag. This SLDR3 wood, for example, $44.95. Mind you, condition probably not great, but we've seen those again go for £80–90 throughout the year. 2 Cleveland RTX 3 wedges, 52 and a 58 degree, in what looks like very good condition. 1 bid. That's the important thing I'm trying to say. If you're trying to sell something at the moment, I highly advise buy it now and not auction. The last year or so I've been saying put it on auction. It's going to be a bidding war. People are going to pay what they're willing to pay, and I can understand why. People have had 3–4 months to play golf. It's been the summer. Some people are like, I don't care if I pay 40 quid more, I need to go out and play, and if I get 20–30 rounds of golf with it, then I do not mind paying £30–40, and that is completely justified. What I'm saying now though is that if you come to sell that club and try and expect the same kind of action that you would have got 3 months ago, that's just not going to happen. Oh wow, I don't think I've seen this in an extremely long time. Ping G Series driver. Let's see what condition it's like. Oh my god, that looks in great condition as well. 72 pounds plus £6 postage for a G Series driver. And this is why I'm exceptionally happy. When I started getting serious about second-hand clubs, I was showing you how to build an outrageous bag for under £400. Not 700, not 800, and not having to spend your life on Facebook as well, hoping for that great deal here and there. You could do this in a matter of weeks, and we're going to somewhat go back to where we were maybe last winter or the winter before, because the demand is somewhat going to drop, because we're not all at home and we're all back at work, or we've got other sports to play, other hobbies, whatever it might be. Now, as you can see, there's still a few listings that are go over the odds, especially the buy it now one. So again, ping G Series driver, you can see it there. Obviously it is golf clubs for cash, so obviously they are a business and they have got a reputation, so they're going to get more for their money. But £189 for that G Series one, and you just saw one earlier go for £80. eBay, if you saw me a year or so ago, I was doing loads of unboxings. I was showing you all winter, mainly because I couldn't go and pick them up because obviously restrictions. But I was going, look on eBay, you can go and get X, Y, and Z. I built my bag pretty much off eBay, as well as a tiny bit of Facebook when it came out of lockdown. But the majority of deals I was picking up on eBay was exceptional through the winter. And I wasn't quite sure if this winter was going to be the same, but these are early signs that it is. XR3 wood, £29. Is the face cracked or dented? No. This is more like it, people. This is why I'm quite a tailor-made putter for under £100. Did I ever think I'd see the day? No, I did not. I'm excited. This is more like, oh, there's just tons of them. This is just ridiculous. 1 bid, speed zone driver, 9 degree. I'm done. I'm done. What more proof do you need? Now you might be thinking, Simon, are you not a bit sad that all the prices are going down? Especially the fact that I do buy, which I do buy and sell golf clubs, especially after I've reviewed them. And the answer is no. We've been in an exceptional period of time. And this is what I've been saying to a lot of the guys on the paying account that asked me, is that we've been in a state where someone just puts a golf set of clubs on Facebook, for example, and they ask £150. And at the time, on eBay, that set of golf clubs go for £600, £700 easily. But you have to be there within first 5 minutes, and then you have to race halfway around the country, and you have to give them cash, and you have to hope that they don't get outbid, whatever it might be. That doesn't work for the majority of you. And also for the guys that are picking this up like a hobby, upgrading their bag, making a bit of money on the side, just like I've showed them. This is a good thing that's happening. You're not going to make 4 times, 5 times the amount of money on the sets of golf clubs through this winter, and hopefully ever again. But it does mean that if you see a job lot or clubs that someone really can't be bothered to clean up and sell individually and post all over the country, let's be honest, it does take in work. Like, you've got to factor in returns and fees and postage and damages and everything else. So it is a job lot. It is a job of buying, splitting, you name it. And there is good money to be made, as I show in a lot of these videos. But you're not going to make the 5x anymore. You're not going to make the 4x. But there's going to be a lot more double your money options. Try a set of irons that you bought for £50, sell them for £100. And you're not going to have to be the first person within 10 minutes to drive halfway around the country or get in the first listing on eBay as a buy it now. There's going to be a lot more opportunity, and also there's going to be a lot more opportunity for people just to try clubs on the cheap. I'm incredibly interested to see what the big boys are going to do in this particular situation. Golf clubs for cash, golf bidder, Cash for Clubs, whatever brand of buying and selling secondhand business, very much like myself, but obviously on a much grander scale. And over the last 2 years, they've had to buy products that are probably a lot more. You've seen their prices shoot up. The prices that they've charged for secondhand clubs, I would say, is 60% higher than what they would have been 2 years ago. So then when the market somewhat goes down, and I'm sure they see this year in, year out, and probably have a lot more knowledge and experience in the matter than I do, and also a bigger bank balance so that they can sit on the product until the summer comes back round again. But I do think that we've peaked, probably an all-time higher peak with the circumstances we've had over the last 2 years, i.e. a lot of people on furlough, a lot of people taking up the game, and a lot of people wanting new clubs, or old clubs for that matter, to fill their bag. So I don't think we're ever going to go to the top again, and they probably would have been spending a lot more money on buying stuff in than they ever would been to match the demand that was also there. So I'm incredibly interested to see what they would do, and if they start cutting their prices on drivers, woods, irons going into winter, or hold the fort and keep the prices exactly where they are. Let's pick out some personal favourites over the year that I think have been highly overrated in terms of value. Let's type in spider putter, tailor-made spider putter. So obviously you can see again a lot of prices. This is obviously what they're going for, or what people should be, or what people are asking for, I should say. Let's have a look what they're going in terms of bids. Tailor-made mini spider putter in somewhat good condition, £77. These putters, or any spider putter I should say, comfortably, one bid, £110, £100, £72. And that's got a bit of action on it as well, with the amount of people that have seen it in terms of the listing. £73. Again, some bite nows going for quite a bit of money. Okay, let's go out of that. Let's go into Ping. Let's go into Ping G series irons. Arguably the most expensive irons in terms of price and how they've held for their age and what they're giving you, i.e. how modern are they and how much are they still going for, even though the price or the product's been released for so long. And I did a Ping like G series iron review and just said that they were probably at the peak. You're probably better off getting the G400 because they're going to be in better condition. 355, 260. That's better. 2 bids. 5, 6. Has it got all the clubs? That's 7 clubs. 260. That's almost £35. 250, 230. This is all last week. Wow. Interesting. Okay, last test, JPX 900s, the Mizuno lot. Mizuno, again, iron's been doing incredibly well just because of how good people realise. That's what I've kind of liked through this whole thing, is people actually realise, actually the old stuff's quite good. Maybe we should buy it. The only problem is everyone's thought that and they've gone and buy it because they can't get hold of the new stuff, and prices go up because demand, or supply I should say, isn't there. 190, this is more like it. This was 2 days ago. We're going to have some fun on this channel over the next 3 months, there's no question. The fact you're getting a decent set of irons that's less than 4 years old or 5 years old for under £200 now. Again, you can see the buy it nows, or the best offer accepted, rather than the bids itself. Like this one, for example, £200 this week. If you're now buying sets of golf clubs, you want to be going on auctions, you want to be putting them to your watch list, and I haven't said that all year. You want to be adding them, you want to be watching them, obscure times, late at night, early in the morning, you're going to snap up a great deal. If you're selling, buy it now is the way forward. Clean them up, make great photos, list them on eBay, wait a week, wait 2 weeks, have a bit of patience, and then maybe some offers will start coming in when that person wants half an inch longer, 2 degrees upright, with Project X 6.0s, because that's what they got fitted for, but they didn't want to spend £1,200, they want to buy your set that's 3-4 years older and a few models more down the line. It's a good time. This bubble bursting is great for the channel and great for you because the value is coming back and you're not having to spend the same amount of money for brand new stuff as you do for the old stuff. If you like this video, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new. That's guys.